Yes.
Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to LABRISH. We are back. We are back. Join the chat, say hello, tell us where you're from, all that good stuff. This is LABRISH. This is where we talk about our favorite reality TV shows. And at the moment, we are watching Love Island Starters. Oh my God. Love Island All Stars. Episode 17, and it was a little bit of a dry one. But you know, well, yeah. We've had a bit of a run. But yes, allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm all things sugar and shade Sade, and I'm here with...
I am Nana, aka the Black Fairy.
I'm already tripping up on my words. Getting stuff and stuff, you know. Hi Jimmy, hi Aaliyah. Before you get into things, please hit the like button, book that like button, subscribe to our channel. Your aunties could never, Nana Evans.com, and hey, it's Sade Salami. Make sure you also leave comments, get involved in the conversation, and share with like-minded people. Please. Wait, oh my God, I didn't even... Oh God, sorry, I'm so slow. Let's go live on Instagram too.
There we go.
Oh my God, what day is it even? What are we on? Wednesday?
On Thursday.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's Thursday. I know.
Mate.
It's like, yeah, it is. It's 2 weeks, 2 and a bit weeks, no? That we've been doing this.
Yeah. Getting there, man. Do you know what I mean? The end is nigh, as they say. It's coming along. All right, let me just make sure I've got the Instagram up so I can see what's happening there too.
Lovely.
And then we're good to go.
In the comments, you guys throw in your one word. So we have.
I just saw a thing that someone was saying. Demi is saying that Kaz and Anton had sexual tension, which really throws a spin on things.
Yeah,
that's the case.
I was seeing that, and I've been trying to get those two together. Although who knows?
Yes, you have. Oh, this is annoying. Sorry, it's asking me to verify. I'm so sorry. Give me just a second because
I've even got my one word as well.
Oh yes, everybody, think about your one word to describe the episode. Nana, what are you going with?
Hey KW. I mean, it's like it was just dry, but also I think I'm gonna just go with chatty patty. That's my word.
Chatty patty.
Yeah.
I just think, I just thought it was a bit silly. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone's just being silly, and I don't like it.
Babita says predictable.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we did. It pretty much was very predictable throughout the whole thing, actually. But
it was.
It was like an unnecessary, I don't know, like a filler episode or something. It was really, really slow. Jimmy says redundant. KW says dumbness.
It was dumb. It was slow as well. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, Nana. And guys, I'm really trying to make this work, and it's being annoying. But yeah. Okay. I don't think this is gonna work today.
On Insta.
Yeah. Well, I can try. Let me try and refresh one more time.
That's how my one was going. I just gave up on it.
Serious? What was it saying?
It just wouldn't go through. So you see when you start it and you put in the key and everything else, and then you go back, that page would always disappear. Like it would never stay. So I couldn't get to the go live button. It was right. So I just left it.
This is telling me it's I don't know what's happening. Women in tech. I can't.
More people should know by now. They can just find us.
Yes. Exactly, kind of thing. Like, there's that. Okay, so in this episode, we had the dumping continue with Tyler and Hannah now gone. We had Anton and Toby being chatty patties, and Joanna and Casey join the villa and make their presence known. Yeah, it was a short episode, not too much happening. Obviously, we started the dumping. The boys have to choose a girl that they want to dump, and the girls have to choose a boy. And we have head girl Molly, because she was both her and Tom are voted the favorite, who has to make the deciding vote, and head boy Tom making the deciding vote for the girls. It was just a bit like, because they didn't really make the final decision, the group still made the decision. So it was a bit of a cop out, because she was like, we. But yeah, they were discussing. The boys, they saved Callum. Callum saved Georgia S straight away. And then Chris, strangely, was advocating for Molly. Like, Tom wasn't actually saying anything. That was just a bit weird. And then on the girl side, Molly immediately was vouching for Callum, and Tom first, then Callum, and then Toby. Like, she was just like, no, these are my guys. And they're saying, you didn't see Georgia H say much, or Georgia S even say much in that.
Other than agreeing with Molly that Callum should stay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Alpum, she tried to suggest Chris and literally get shut down almost immediately, most strongly by Georgia H, who was just like,
that was funny.
You would send Chris home. Are you all right? Like, she was just like, nah.
I rate her though. Yeah, I do rate her for like, that is standing on business. We've had a beef. I no longer like him anymore. I prefer not to see him because I still fancy him, and he disrespected me and has gone with Sophie. He should go. I think more of them needed to be a bit more like, actually, this person is who I would want out.
Yeah.
Like, Abacus was the only person that we saw actively doing that.
Yeah. But like, it's groupthink though, because you don't win that way. Do you know what I mean? Like, yes, you should be honest, of course, kind of thing. But in the group settings, it's making her more unpopular. That's basically, she's isolating herself by being like that. So yeah,
because you never know, you got to take a punt in it. Like, there could have been more people that were like, yeah, we don't like Chris either. Like, you got to take a punt.
You got to try. The thing is, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking the same thing. Like, yeah, I'll definitely say who I don't want to be there, and I'll probably say it straight away.
Get it out of the way quick time.
But then you'll probably get the same, because they all looked at. Did you see the way they looked at her? Like,
I know.
Like,
I was surprised a bit, because I didn't think. I thought he was popular, but I didn't think he would get that reaction. Anton, I would have thought people would have been like, no, we can't get rid of Anton. Like, he's kind of like our bestie in here. But Chris, I was like, wow, Chris is popular. Like, they all like him. Because that was a resounding, like, piss off.
Yeah. What are you talking about? Like, and also as well, just goes back to what we was talking about a couple of days ago. Like, they don't like her. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, that's also a thing. They don't like her. I think they're tolerating her, but they don't trust her. They're not thinking, and that was like, it was unanimous. Like, why? It was almost like, why are you even talking?
It's true. She is not that good girl. Because if Molly had said Chris now, I feel like the reaction would have been very different.
It would have been a debate.
It would have been more considered. But that was a shutdown. Yeah, Abacus has no sway in that house. She has no power.
Absolutely none. Anton in the boys section was fighting for Georgia H. He done a whole speech and everything, like, I can't vote for her, we can't go against her, this, that, the other. And at the end of their discussion, it was him that actually said, okay, so we've got a deal, let's forget about this conversation. He said that.
He said it.
He said it. He did.
So properly, like, somebody's got to go. Like, he said all of those words. And
he did. He did some bullshit. So when they're choosing now, so I think they could have made this better. Yeah, because what they should have done is, like, from the girls, it seemed like it was Tyler, Anton, Chris, right? Do you know what I mean? They should have made those guys step forwards, and then Molly say who they're saving. That's what it should have been. That would have been more dramatic. Do you know what I mean?
That's Love Island Games.
That is Love Island Games, isn't it?
That's Love Island Games. Because then you know that you're in the bottom, and then after, we're going to have an argument.
Yes.
And carnage in everybody's faces. Yeah, that's Love Island Games. Yeah.
That would have been great. So yeah, the girls, they were choosing out Tyler, Anton, Chris, and Tyler ended up going. It's just like, yes, good, makes sense. Good choice. Let's hope the boys do the same thing too. Do the right thing. And the boys, their choices were between Hannah, Georgia H, and Kaz, and they choose Hannah. Yay!
Perfect.
We've got to win.
Yes.
We've got to win. Absolutely the right decision, in my opinion. Does anyone think differently? Anyone else think that someone else should have gone at the moment?
Aunties, please shout out Mr. Castle so he can let us rest, I beg. It's Mr. Castle.
Who's Mr. Castle?
I don't know, but shout out to you.
Hey, Mr. Castle, how you doing?
I have no idea who Mr. Castle is. But, okay. No, I think everybody agrees that that was the right four to actually leave.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, people obviously get teary and everything, but obviously Maya's still there. So it's just like, what's gonna happen next? And then we see the two bombshells arrive, Casey and Joanna. Georgia H makes it known straight away that she has history with Casey, or there's something going on. And Tom actually runs to Casey.
That's his bestie. Did you know that they live together?
Yeah.
I didn't even know they live together. I was literally like, oh my God, these two are proper Batty and Bench. Like,
yeah,
that is,
they are.
Have you seen the speculation that Joanna and Georgia S are no longer friends? Like, they actually used to be besties. And they had
for real?
Yeah, so you see how when she came in, Georgia kind of just went over to Callum, like, and didn't greet her. They actually used to make content together and stuff as well. So there's supposed to be a big rift in there. And that's why they're not talking. Yeah. And Molly as well.
Made me keep watching.
Yeah, Molly and Georgia S, who knows how close they were, but they seem to hang around the same type of Love Island crew and go out places together. So when she was saying, like, that's my mate, they kind of were friends-ish.
Okay.
But apparently Georgia S is known to be a bitch to her friends.
I mean, who is surprised? Are we surprised?
Yeah.
Yes, Sadie Diet. Yes, I bet it's Georgia's fault. Yes.
Yeah. I hope it comes out. Like, whatever the beef is, I hope it does come out. But yeah, they have a relationship as well. So she should have said, I know one of them. Like, that should have been said.
Yeah, definitely. I think hopefully it does, because Joanna is a chatty back. She chats enough.
Yeah. She is a talker for real. She is a talker.
So let's see.
I don't remember her being a talker in
No, she didn't get that edit. She actually didn't get that edit at all, because I think that was part of why everybody was on Amber's side as well, because it's like not understanding or not seeing her personality. Do you know what I mean? It was just like, okay, you brought back this pretty girl, but like, what's so special about her? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, we didn't see that. Also, but then also we got hints of it because the girls were actually really nice to Joanna. They made her feel really welcome. I remember that. Do you know what I mean? They had beef with Michael, not her. It wasn't like them two together. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
That's true. So we just never saw her really talking other than dead chats with Michael.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Well, I guess I get why she has come back. I do actually see why they brought her back.
In a way, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
We didn't get to
shine
at all. So yeah, let's see.
Exactly. Also, so just quickly, her dress, I like the shape, but I didn't like the detailing.
No,
I like the split and stuff. Like, I just didn't like the detailing. But yeah,
no, I'm not a fan of those cut stuff.
Cut and join.
just cut and join it. It's just a piece of material. She looks nice enough, though. She's paler than I remember her. I thought she was darker, so I was a bit like, oh, she really looks like a white woman. But
maybe because of the hair, because she's much more blonder than she was. Sorry.
Yeah, it could be. I was just like, oh, I always thought she was mixed. But then I was like, actually, maybe she isn't. And I had just made that up and given her some
No,
blackness.
I
But
thought
maybe
she
she is
was.
black.
I thought she
You think?
was as well. But I don't know. Who knows these days? You can be whatever
If
you want to
anybody knows,
be.
Sonia, our fountain of knowledge, Sonia Marley, let us know if she mixed race.
Oh
No,
my
no,
god.
I think it's the hair.
I think it's the hair. It's true. Okay, so then we jump to the what do you call it? No, so then Anton sees Georgia H and she's just like, oh yeah. So Georgia H is just like, oh no, you must be upset. I bet I bet you wanted to fight for her, like as in Hannah. And then
Yeah.
Anton's like, yeah, I had to fight for you too. Unprovoked. You didn't have to say that. You didn't have to say that. So that was what sparked what happens later on in the episode. And then we cut immediately to the exit interview, which I'm sick of these. Like, I don't care. Like, I just don't care. I just don't care.
Cringing throughout that whole thing. You know what it is? I think each time Liberty starts talking, I'm like, don't. I was just cringing her. I was cringing at all four of them each time any of them.
Really? Why Liberty though?
But it's still not understanding that Mitch didn't like you. Like, it's not a misunderstanding of communication. Like, he didn't understand what you were saying. He just didn't care for you. So each time she articulates it, I'm just like, oh, please, no, don't. We don't need this.
But don't you feel like, what's the word?
Yeah.
Do you feel like she's doing, because she seemed more media trained than Mitch, right? So she was answering the questions in a light kind of fluffy way, and he was just on smoke. He was just like, yeah, I'm not here to argue. I was trying to be transparent. Yeah, I wanted to crack on. Liberty obviously likes me. What? She's got feelings. Yes, she has feelings. Like every human being. Like, what is wrong with you, psychopaths? Like,
it was too cringy. I don't like the interview structure as well. I'm like, this is unnecessary.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
It's horrible.
He even tried to give Maya a bit of beef as well when she asked, like, "Oh, safe to say you was messy." It's like light-hearted. No, I don't think I was. All right, relax.
No, you know what? I think Mitch was genuinely pissed off.
He was pissed off.
He was pissed because he knows, actually, maybe if I had jumped earlier and moved on from Liberty and not kind of got back with her, strung it out, I think he was pissed at himself. Like, I just played it wrong. And he did. He played it wrong. When he first was trying to tell Liberty, like, let's leave it, he needed to stick with it then. And he probably would have been okay.
It's true. He could have gone for Georgia H earlier as well, because Anton, she weren't really into Anton. And like, they spoke to Tyler. Maya spoke to Tyler as well. And he just went into like, oh, there's no bad blood between me and Kaz. You know, we was a bit flirty, but, you know, we talked about we're definitely not going to go out that path, you know. And then she's asking him about Hannah. He said, she has such an infectious personality. She made me feel so comfortable. He does not like this girl. He didn't like her ever. There was no inch of him that liked her at all. Infectious personality. Are you right? Nah.
He said everyone likes her. That's a lie. Everyone sees her as a brethren. Nobody was fancying her. You decided to do that to yourself. And that's why you're now sitting there. Because if he had actually just been normal or even flirty with Kaz, he wouldn't have gone. But he played it wrong as well.
Yeah, he did.
The wrong bet.
He did. Absolutely. So we cut back to the villa and we see the girls chatting to Casey, and Casey is just on messy times. Maybe he's replaced Mitch. Who knows? Yeah. He was just messy straight away. He was back to Georgia S. How's your love triangle doing? And she was just trying to play dumb. Huh? What do you mean
love triangle?
I like that. That was funny. And he's just like, isn't it obvious? Like, Tom and Kate and what do you call it, Callum? She was just absolutely playing Tom. He asked her, are you missing him? Missing Tom? And she's just like, nope. She's not missing Tom because nothing's really changed, because she's flirting with him every minute. She can't miss him.
The best part. If Casey does nothing else, that was great. That was great that we had that moment with Georgia. Honestly. So she knows we all know as well.
Yeah, and everybody knows. And I think
Yeah.
she was embarrassed by that
Yeah.
as well, because it was just like, yeah, that is how it's being read. That is how it's being read for sure. Then Georgia H cuts in. She's just like, yeah, terrible timing. We've had arguments all day, and then this is what I'm saying. Every now and again, Georgia S just claps back for no reason. Like her response to things is always like super negative, because when Casey's just like, oh, I'm happy for you, she's just like, okay, thank you, but that seems sarcastic. And I was just like, whoa, like, I mean, I know you guys obviously know each other on the outside, but like, was that sarcastic? I don't know. I didn't think so.
It wasn't even like shady, like somebody's tone of voice, but that's where she's a problem. Like, she is a problem because she probably says things like that where she's saying it and she doesn't really mean it. Like, so she's like reading it in the way that she would have said it if she's a bitch, so she thinks she can spot a bitch as well. But I actually don't even think he was being shady.
No, I don't think so. I think he was just trying to like segue to talk to someone else. Do you know what I mean? like this conversation. Basically, we see Joanna talk to the boys as well, and Tom immediately just basically was just saying like, I'm with Molly. We've had a bit of a tiff, but we're back on track now. Callum, I think she spoke to Tom, Callum, and Toby at that moment, and they all basically said that we're pretty okay in our relationships. Going back to Casey and the girls, Casey talks to Georgia H. She says she's getting to know Anton, and she was getting to know Anton. Then Mitch, he's gone, and Casey's like, oh, such a shame. So I think they've got something. They might pick up something, don't you think? Or
I don't think he likes her. So from when he was like, obviously, like later on, he goes into last summer they had something. They had a dalliance, and she's like, he ghosted her. I think from what I remember Casey doing after he left, this seems to be his MO. So he will lips a girl and then be like, it's not really that girl. And he doesn't tell them, he just ghosts them. And he did that with the girl that he left as well, the show
Cynthia.
with. No, you know who he left with? What was her name?
There's similar names, isn't it? Claudia.
Was it Claudia? Was one of them?
So. Yeah. Cynthia was the black girl, but Claudia, I think so.
I think Claudia was one of the girls, and then he left with another named girl. But that one, they left the show, and she was like, "We're going to start something," and then he ghosted her. So I don't think he's going to bother. I think he's probably going to try and crack on with Molly and Kaz, and replay Claudia and Cynthia because they even look similar. Like, I think he's going to just redo the same shit. We're going to have the same storyline.
We might do. Yes, Bree 53, you're absolutely right. She completely glossed over Josh. This is Georgia H. She completely just didn't mention Josh.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. But yeah, I think you might be right actually when it comes to Casey. Although he does like Sophie, because he was like, hey Sophie. Like, do you know what I mean? He does like Sophie. She was trying to say to him, like, I'm kind of sorted with Josh, but now what's happening and bubbling in the background, she might be open again, So I think he might have a chance in there.
He's gonna be messy. I think we can definitely say he's gonna be messy, and Georgia H is not going to be able to contain her emotions in watching him being messy. So Georgia H is going to take over from Libby. And she's going to be a mess.
Honestly, she's had a bit of a bad day. Seriously. But yeah, he did make a concerted effort to kind of flirt with Kaz in front of everyone as well. Yeah. So he did do that. And she said something, I don't know. She's like, child, say that shit again. And they all kikied.
In the chat, why are you people saying that Sophie? So Aaliyah says Sophie is silly. Daily Diet says Sophie is a disappointment. The immature reviewer says I like Sophie. What have you guys got against Sophie?
What's happened to Sophie? Don't leave her. She's Sophie, isn't it? Yeah. Life of what you say, Kaz is gonna be doing handstands on the terrace like one Oloshi.
You know what? We don't need, yeah. We don't need a repetition of what Cynthia did when she got on top of Casey. And so Casey could be like, I didn't kiss her, she kissed me. We don't need Kaz doing anything like that with this dude. But I know we're going to see mess. I know we're going to see mess. It's going to be horrible.
I can't promise that we're not going to see that. Also, as well, I think Casey, and this is just purely an opinion. It's not based on fact.
Go on.
It's not based on fact. But I think Casey might actually, I think he really prefers outside his race. But that's not necessarily the true life that he's living. So he has to dabble in others.
Okay.
That's what
That's
I think.
Sade's take, okay? That's Sade's take. So I don't want nobody in the comments talking about, you guys said. Sade said that.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think that's his preference. I think it's the preference, but he doesn't have to.
Like
he's not mature enough to say with his chest. He's not mature enough.
I don't know. I feel like that's a dessert for him. That's a side piece. But who he's going to end up with is probably a blonde.
Doubt it.
He's going to always cheat on that blonde with a black girl, though.
Fuck.
That's going to be his MO. I think he's more that guy. Yeah.
I don't know. I think the opposite. I think he's probably going to end up with a black woman and cheat on her with a blonde occasionally when he's out with his mates. He's going to do what they do. That's what I think. But yeah, anyway.
Have you seen what Laugh for Bodge has written?
What is this? Which one? Cynthia?
Yeah, go on.
Which one? Cynthia was really sore by the black boy. What? Sorry. I can't. I'm dyslexic. I'm thrown off my head. Sorry. Nana, please take it.
I was reading over it as well. Yeah, it's not coherent. But basically, Cynthia likes a white guy.
She does.
And Kaz could too, actually. Kaz could like a white and a mixed race, to be fair. I think that's Kaz.
Sophie likes white men, it seems. Yeah.
I think Sophie.
You guys told us that as well. I remember you was like, yeah, that's her preference. And I was just like, I'm not sure. But no, it's 100% her preference.
That's her preference, isn't it?
Yeah.
She could also like Casey eventually. Yeah, Georgia B. Casey will always sample the exotic girls, but will buy the conventional. Yeah, I think he's that guy.
I don't think so. I'm telling you, he's just not mature enough yet. Like, he's not in a space where he's like, I can do this with my chest. Like, this is what I want.
No, he's a dabbler. He's just playing, man. We're just dessert.
Just dessert, you know. Dessert's the best part, I think. Okay, so we see Joanna still talking to the boys, and she's like, who's open? You know, Josh is so quick to say everybody is. Like, he was so quick. Tom was like, nah, to be honest, it's going to take a lot for my head to turn. Callum's basically saying, yeah, me too. And then did you see when Joanna was just like, okay, peace out, A-Town. And then no one said down?
Yes. Yes. That stuck out for me too. Because I thought Toby, although Toby was a little bit further away, I thought Toby was going to shout down, like just, you know, but he didn't.
But like, it just didn't fit. I was just like, this is not your culture. It made me laugh so much, I swear to God. Toby, you know, he dragged Chris aside real quick, and it's just like, is she the one? Like, basically, if you had someone in mind, like, is she the one? And Chris is like, yes. He's like already on her, already falling head over heels. Now this guy, he's a lot, man. It's just like, relax. He's a bit hungry. I think he's
at least he knows that he also is hungry and desperate. Yes, he knows like he needs to chill. Because I was like, hang on, weren't you like similar with Abacus as well? Like, and that burnt out quickly.
True.
It's like, just chill out.
Yeah. Isn't it? Just relax, bro. Relax. So Georgia H is she then talks to Anton, and she's pressing him and wanting to know who wanted me off this friggin' out of this actual villa. And what do you call it? She's asking like, who said it? And was like, I can't remember. You can remember. But he he did say it was a fight between her and Hannah. He was just digging a hole at this point, I thought. Do you know what I mean? And I thought, like, are you playing a game? Like, I think someone said it. I can't remember who, but in the chat they're saying that he's trying to get brownie points. I think exactly what he's trying to do. He's just like, if there's a way that Georgia, maybe she can see me in a positive light because I was fighting for her, she'll find her way back to me. That was, I think,
most definitely, because even when they were doing their debating on who should go, and he was like, yeah, I know it's like she has no options now, but if she came back to me, I would be on it. And it's literally like, dude, she's left you twice for 2 different guys, and you will take her back a 3rd time. Like, he's desperate. He definitely is trying to get her. I have no idea why. I don't know what he finds so special about her, but it was sneaky. What he was doing was sneaky. It was like, I am actually your knight in shining armor. Was how he was painting himself. Like, I went out on a limb for you
to save you.
Like, so what? She owes you something now because she's there. Like, it was dodgy. Anton was being dodgy with letting her know. Definitely.
I think so too. And Georgia H.M. revealed it came down to Tyler and Chris on their side, and that she really fought for Chris. So she wanted to know, was Chris the one pushing it? And Anton did say no to that. Do you know what I mean? And then Georgia H is just like, they can all suck my dick. That's what they can do. And she thanks him for, like, you know, sticking up for her and everything like that.
I don't believe that though, because from what we saw, when Chris's name was mentioned, that was a resounding no from every girl other than Abacus.
I think because she called it out, like, she did say, like, are you going to send Chris home? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like she was a bit more passionate, because I did notice that she was a bit more passionate. They all agreed, but I think she shut Abacus down completely.
Yeah,
like, she put the last nail. Like, it's not an option, basically.
Yeah, I feel like she was hyping that Chris was. I think it was always going to be Tyler that they were going to get rid of. I don't think it was a battle. I think most definitely it was probably way more a battle on their side for the girls, for Kaz, Georgia H, and Hannah. I think there would be different people that would be like, no, we can't. More so than Chris. I mean, she was hyping. And she always censors herself as well. So it's like,
she does. She actually does. She does. The edit was supporting her. The edit supported her claims. Joanna and Atlas, they had a bit of a conversation, and again, Atlas was just like, who are you interested in, you know? And Joanna reveals that Chris has DM'd her in the past, and she's like, that's interesting. I don't think Atlas is over Chris at all. Like, and she can't take, I think, I don't know, maybe this isn't, or she's too old for origin story.
No, she's already a villain. She's already on that arc.
But you know, I think Joanna is mixed, and these mixed women coming in, and Chris off the bat, like, it's gonna
piss her off even more. She is not. That's why she didn't want to see him anymore.
Yeah,
because it would be easier for her to crack on if he ain't there. But she's affected each time he's like interested in somebody. Like, it's gonna piss her off. She knows, like, oh, okay, I'm really actually not Chris's type. Really, like, he likes a mixed.
Yeah, I think that's definitely his preference. But Joanna's like, you know, I'm gonna try and get to know him, see what he's like, because it's different, obviously, when you're in DMs and stuff and real life. And Atlas is just left fuming. What do we have? Kaz and Georgia H also come over into that conversation, and Georgia H talks a little bit more about, she actually knows Joanna too, and she talks a little bit more about her history with Casey, that she was seeing him till November. So what we know so far was that she was seeing Josh during the summer because they were in Ibiza together. And that's where the table incident happened. He bumped her off her table and stuff and everything like that. She's come back to the UK. She's met Casey. She's dated Casey till November. And then basically he fucked her off.
And then
he ghosted her. Well, what she says.
I'm not doing Christmas with this bird. It was just an interim.
Not no Christmas.
November he cut it. I was like, I'm not buying her a present. It's cool. I've got to lock it off the floor. But so I guess they do get lots of like PA fees. So they'll go around from Ibiza, Marbella, and all of that. From what I could see from all of their stories, they did seem to be out of the country quite a lot. All of them, all the others. So I think it was towards the end. That's when she met Casey, and he did. So I don't know how you can be heartbroken though in a couple of months. Like it's like that's a bit of an exaggeration.
No, you can't say that because some people just fall in love, man. Like I can't lie. Like other cultures, I feel like they fall in love so quick, like so quick. They're fully fledged, like. Yeah, I'm in love, trying to get married, all this kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, so yeah,
mate. I don't know.
Yeah, but she doesn't know how she feels right now.
She wants him to want her.
These people weren't dating. They just smashed.
Yes, that is exactly what took place. He was literally just linking. She took it more serious, but did you see his face? He just looked like, I could probably link that again a couple of times while I'm here. Like, but you can't take Casey serious.
No, you can't.
Silly to take Casey serious. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, you can't. He's not serious. No, he's not serious somebody at all.
Life of Bodge said, "Is this 90210?" Yes.
Come like
that's what they're going on.
Like, do you know what this comes like? Like Friends where they date everybody. Also, Gossip Girl, they date everybody. Like, what the hell, man?
They just swap about. They go out in a summer. They all see each other, do things, catch feelings, and then DM each other as well.
They break up and then they're friends again.
Because didn't Chris also DM Sophie?
Yes.
So he's a DMer. Apparently Tyler is like that as well.
Really?
Yeah, Tyler's supposed to be a constant DMer.
But also as well, there is this whole thing about like, obviously they're doing the circuit, right? And they need press. So it's a better story for these blogs, magazines, and everything, if you have two islanders together. So you would go through the list, right? Do you know what I mean? I was in this season, if I'm seen with that person, like Lucy from season 5 married Demi's ex from her season. Do you know what I mean? That's a story. Do you know what I mean?
True.
Yeah.
True.
So like I can imagine it's a numbers game that you just keep going, you're gonna get one.
Just keep on DMing.
Yeah, I think so. But we see Toby and Kaz have a bit of a conversation. So Toby was basically saying that he feels for Lib. Kaz annoyingly was talking about Tyler. I can't lie, I was annoyed because I'm just like, girl, you've just been saved. You've just been saved. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, by the morning, I want this gone. Like, seriously. And she was saying how they fixed their friendship, which I guess is a positive thing. Toby then reveals to Kaz that she was in the bottom 3. It was between her, Georgia H, and Hannah. And he, said to the guys, like, look, I'm taking Kaz off the table. It's not going to happen. Do you know what I mean? And then he revealed that he cannot rate Anton because Anton voted for her to go. And she was just like, swear. And she said that, I had Anton's back in my situation. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. And Toby was like, I wanted to let you know so that, you obviously just watch out for yourself, Yeah. Interesting.
I thought that was on the thumbnail. I did put love this because I liked that showing of solidarity, and also where I had been thinking like, there's something between Kaz and Anton being like that bestie to Kaz. I think Toby was more like he could be strategically aligning himself with you as an option to stay in here longer. So just watch yourself because he will shaft you.
Yeah.
I That's what I was reading in between the lines. Whereas Anton was being an absolute chatty patty for himself, and I had just put him in higher esteem. I didn't put Anton in that absolute game player, and especially like playing with Kaz as well. I didn't put him like that. But I
Yeah.
think Toby has spotted, nah, this dude isn't who he's presenting himself to the
Yeah.
girls. So I think he was just being like, watch yourself actually, because
Yeah.
like you don't got your back. So
He's not for you. He
yeah.
really isn't. I do think that like I know people are saying like, why is everyone mad at Anton but not mad at Toby and stuff? And I just think like I think the intention was different.
Yeah,
Like it just comes down to
exactly.
intention. What was behind Anton's intention? He wanted to impress Georgia H. He wanted to impress her. What was behind Toby's intention? He wanted to protect Kaz. Do you know what I mean? These are two different intentions. So yeah, I think I totally agree with you. I think that Anton might be more of a snake. He definitely always like even from his season, he was very egocentric. Do you know what I mean? And you can see that even now with how he looks after himself. I'm going to say it that way, and how he grooms himself, how he presents himself. Yeah. But I feel like he's very like really stands on this like I'm a noble person. Do you know what I mean? But you saw also the difference. Like he made a point of like going against Mitch, but Mitch is already gutter anyway. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like you're gonna shine in front of him, right? But like in front of Chris, different story. Which
you see how he backed down. Like, Anton, I don't know. It's such a shame though, because I had a bit of a soft spot for him. But this episode, although it was dry, that was the only turning point. I was like, oh, okay, we're seeing Anton. And you see that ruin that most men go for, it's usually there's a woman involved in it. And it is like he's let himself down. I don't know why he's chasing after this Georgia H, who is basically telling you time and time again, I'm not interested in you. And the dude is just acting a fool. It's terrible. It's very sad.
Yeah. Jordan, you're right. Anton's dropped the mask. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Such a shame, man.
I agree with that. And Boosie, you're saying Anton's reasons. Oh, sorry, Anton equals selfish reasons. Toby is selfless reasons. Yeah, totally agree with that. So quickly we had Georgia H and Casey chat. It wasn't much of a chat, to be honest. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
it was a chat to say we got to have a chat.
Yeah, basically. And she's very still angry with him. Just still angry with him. And she can't even look at him. But Georgia H then talks to Chris about, saying that she heard that the boys were contemplating sending her home. Chris was like, where did you hear that? She says Anton. She didn't hesitate, by the way. She just threw the name. Like even Libby, she tried. Libby went with Mitch, yeah. She tried to hide it for a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Like, but no, Georgia H was like, here you go, here's the name. I'm gonna snitch. And then Chris is just like, obviously, like, why has he told you that? Like, he's talked about a private conversation, like, who benefits from that? Like, do you know what I mean? But Chris is getting increasingly angry really, really, really quickly. Yeah. He was fuming. And I was just like, is Chris like, I don't really do star signs, but is he Aries?
I wonder
when not to 60.
Actually, when his birthday is. I wonder if he is.
I wouldn't be surprised. If he's an Aries,
I wouldn't be surprised. Because Aries or Leo, I would put him in. But I wouldn't be surprised, actually.
He's a Leo. Yeah. He's definitely fire, because I was just like, that was 0 to 60. Yeah. She said 2 sentences and he was just, why is he going to do that? He don't want to hear anything else. She was trying to explain how she feels, because she does center herself for everything. Do you know what I mean? But he was like, nah, this is a violation. He was just, he was angry. He was really angry. But he was trying to say, like, nothing good is going to come from that. But then he done like a backhanded, like, exposing example, let's put it that way, when he was just like, do you think I'm going to be in bed with Kaz and tell her where she ranked? Huh? So now you've confirmed to Georgia H that Kaz was ranked low. Yeah. Do you know? You're doing the same thing. What the fuck? Like, seriously. Kaz is just catching strays for no reason. He didn't need to say that.
Business, but yeah, that's fair. Oh, people are saying that they don't think Chris is okay. Actually, no, this has been in our comments for a little while. Immature viewers, there's something not right with Chris. And KW says, I agree. Chris is creepy.
Honestly, he's got emotional issues. Like, do you know what I mean? He's quick to, like, my guy falls in love in a second. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, when he falls out of love, we've seen it. When he falls out of love, he's super cold. And then he's quick to anger as well. Like, bro, your emotions are all up and down, all over the place.
I think in this instance, it was fair for him to be angry because Georgia H is coming at him like, you kind of didn't have my back in this situation.
Well, she didn't have a chance to. She didn't have a chance to even say that, though. She didn't. She literally said 2 lines. She didn't even. Do you know what I mean? She was like the boys. She didn't
you would know that, though. If somebody comes over to you and is like, yeah, I need to speak to you now, and they don't talk. Remember when he sat down, he was like, wow, that was the longest walk, and we didn't even talk. So you already know she's pissed with you because she's called you up.
Yeah.
To be like, I'm going to speak to you. So he can infer all of that. And it is like, hang on, somebody had to go home, and you didn't even go home. You were actually saved. So why is he even telling you this? It's fair. I would probably, I don't anger that quick anyway, but I understand why he was thoroughly pissed off. I just needed him to keep that same energy in front of Anton's face.
But he didn't. And you saw Georgia H turn to him like, where was that energy? You switched. Do you know what I mean? But then Anton done the same thing because he was simmer. Oh no. Like, do you know what I mean? So I'm just like, okay, this is cementing what we're thinking, that Chris has a lot of kudos in the villa. Like, he has a lot, like, people respect him, obviously. Do you know what I mean? But I think Chris is a pussy-o, so he's not gonna fight Anton. Do you know what I mean? He's not gonna anger Anton.
Well, Anton would win.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
Anton
you know
is going to pick you up.
But I think, like, his status, I think he understands that if Chris says something negative about this, or if I don't come across well to Chris, that could be a problem for me. Do you know what I mean? I think he weighs that up. Jimmy saying he used Kaz as an example because they're partners. Yeah, of course, understand that, but he didn't have to say what he said. He didn't have to say anything. He didn't have to do that. That's the thing. I think Anton got it. Right? Do you know what I mean? He didn't have to throw that example for anyone to understand. Do you know what I mean? He understood. Anton already understood where he went wrong. And he was just like, yeah, hindsight, like, I get it. Yeah, of course, it doesn't make people feel good. Like, he was over-explaining how he understood what was going on. So, yeah.
He tried to do a Georgia S diffusal. Like, I was wrong, I was wrong. But still, I think Anton is probably then recalculating. I can't tell Georgia H things because she will tell people.
Yeah. He made a mistake.
Yeah. Because I don't think it was going to go anywhere, really. I think he would have been a little bit more calculated with it if he did know she was going to LABRISH. But he probably misread that.
He thought she was going to be like, oh, Anton, my hero. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You.
Yeah. Let's meditate tomorrow in the morning. Let's sit on it. Do you know what I mean? So then they decide, them three decide to keep the conversation between those three, which didn't happen.
Was never going to take place. Like,
it was never going to happen, was it?
It's like that. No, one of you, or if not all of you, are going to go away and talk to somebody.
Yeah, exactly. It's too much. And I just thought, Georgia H has had a bad day, bro. Yeah. Too much happened for her, man. Seriously. So I don't know whether this is the morning. I think it's the morning now, but then this is where my notes just get sparse because I was just getting very bored by this episode at this point. Tom and Josh have a conversation. Or maybe it's the same night. Tom and Josh have a conversation, and he is open to get to know Joanna. He's open to get to know Joanna. That was the same night, yeah.
Yeah.
And this is the same time Anton and Joanna are having a conversation, and they were just talking about their time in the villa beforehand, how they really got on, but she tends to friend zone guys and put them, do you know what I mean? Because they're her mates and everything like that. So, but they recognize that they both matures, and it looks like Anton took from that conversation that maybe there's a chance they could get to know each other further. He took a coffee order, so we'll see what happens with that.
It's gonna get friend zoned.
I think so.
It's gonna happen again. It's gonna happen again. I was literally like, Anton, don't get excited.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah. He is that guy though. He is. He's that puppy, like giddy guy. He really is. Bedtime, you see Sophie and Josh doing deep kisses. Stuff. Everyone noticed that. And I think in the morning, Joanna's talking to Casey, and Casey's saying that he's going to talk to Tom to see if he can pull Molly.
Yeah.
So random. I think this is producer speak. I think the producers are making him do it. And I think Tom knows that the producers are making this happen.
I think so. Because I think overall, it's like false type of tension. Like, but I don't think Molly would remotely be interested in Casey anyway. No. Like, I think she's way more sensible than that. And that's very messy for her. And I think she just wouldn't participate. It was just silly convo, really. It's like, that's not going to go anyway. But okay, add in something, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Anton, made a joke about, being in South Africa. And now he's going to take a trip to Johannesburg.
And we know it's not going to happen.
It's not.
It's Anton.
God, no risk. Grace does tell some of the boys about Anton, what happened with Georgia H. He did, and they're screwing up their face. Toby was there. He didn't reveal that he said anything to Kaz. He didn't, and I don't think Kaz. I think someone pointed out as well. Kaz hasn't said anything yet, so we know anyway. Josh makes it clear that he wants to talk to Joanne as well. With the Tom and Casey conversation, so on his list at the moment, he's got Molly, Kaz, and Sophie. That's who he's interested in at the moment. I don't think it's going to, I agree with you. I don't think it's going to go anywhere with Molly. Sophie, I think it's possible. And Kaz, I think it's possible, actually.
Yeah. But we're going to get a couple of moments of him trying to chat to Molly. And Molly will play for a little bit, but she's going to play as long as she did with Josh. And then she's going to go back to Tom. Like, it's going to be so quick. We're going to blink. And within that time, Casey is probably going to move on further with either Kaz or Joanna. But somehow he's going to play. And he may play all three of them, to be fair. But
wait, can he move to Joanna, though? He can't move to Joanna.
No, Sophie.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. He's going to play. He's just going to play in all of their faces. Like, it's Casey.
I think so.
And Kaz is going to get gas. I swear she is. I can see it.
I don't want to see it.
Down.
It's making me sick. I don't like it.
No.
Toby and Alpaca, they're just like, she thought she was going. He was comforting her, that sort of thing. I want her to go next. She needs to go.
I so want her to go.
Yeah.
Like, dramatically want Abacus to go. And then I want Toby and Kaz to just be in a friendship couple and just ride to the end. And
you think?
Wherever they're going to place, fourth, third, wherever they're going to place. That would be my ideal ending to this season.
I don't think that's going to happen, though.
No, but I can wish.
No. Toby is like, oh, God. He's like he's too horny. Like, said he's never been in a friendship couple.
I
He's not
know,
on that.
maybe this is the time he is going to experience it. Like, just no other girls are going to come in that he remotely likes. And he's just like, you know what? Me and Kaz, we may as well just ride this and see where we place. Like, I'm hoping we get there without Abacus. I really, really hope.
Yeah, I hope she's got next to go. Even if Toby goes with her, like, I know it's sad, but like, it's fine. I can take that sacrifice if she goes. Like, I can.
I want her leaving solo, like one of those. Somebody comes in, grabs Toby, and then she's got to go home. Like, I want that.
God, if Olivia could do that, that would be.
Apparently, she's not going in.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I saw on her live. Like, she's on their live is where they talk about Joanna and Georgia S having a fallout.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, they all hang out together as well. And then Olivia was on there, and she was like, she's, as much as everybody was saying that she was going in, she didn't get a selection.
Okay, so, fair. Yeah. Oh, she put it. I would never word it like that. She didn't get selected. Like, I don't want to go. You know what I mean? Seriously. But anyway, I digress. Casey and Kaz, so they have a little flirty. You know, Casey is flirty from the jump. Do you know what I mean? Talk about her favorite colors, this, that, the other. He repeats the whole thing of, like, you know, man coming in for her. Do you know what I mean? Like, him being that guy. Then he's like, "Oh, is that a picture of you? Is that a self-portrait? Yeah." And it was like this bronze casing of someone's bum. And I can't lie, yeah, I thought it was so fucking funny.
It did kind of look like her. Like, after when I was looking, I was like, that is kind of her shape, look.
No, I was disarmed.
Yeah, it did make me chuckle. I was still like, no, it made me chuckle, but it reconfirmed to me that this dude sees blacks as dessert. Like, it's just a plaything. It's just body. It's just, it just reconfirmed that. But I did chuckle a little bit.
No,
and I was like, Kaz, don't get gassed. I know she's gassed, but
she couldn't contain herself. I can't lie. Why do you like it? It was too funny, man. I just thought, this is lad banter. I fucking love it, mate. Because it was out of nowhere. He actually got up and squinted. So dumb.
You know, she says maybe it's because he made the joke, but I just rolled my eyes. Yeah. Yes, obviously, exactly, a fetish. Like, it just reconfirmed. I was like, oh, this dude. Here we go. But Kaz looked too giddy. So again, I'm like, oh no, she's gonna just get on my nerves.
Giddy. It's attention though. Like, if you've been starved attention and someone not having someone like physically interested in you, do you know what I mean? Like, any bit you get, even if you're not really thinking, you're gonna be like, yeah, this is great.
Oh, God. Yeah, as immature reviewer said, Kaz is gone. Yeah,
this is the thing. But I think that she should really not. He needs to pursue her, not the other way around. She should not be like, "Oh, let's go for a." She's nothing. He needs to come to her. Honestly, she's lost in the sauce.
I know. We're gonna be back here. We're gonna be back here tomorrow talking about it. Like, I really don't. I mean, Kaz could go soon, but I don't. I'm hoping. I really hope she doesn't go too soon, though.
Yeah, I know. I hear you, but yeah, hopefully she gets to stay. Yeah. I think Anton and Joanna talk, but she was talking so fast I didn't even pick up any notes. I don't know what they was particularly saying. Sophie tells Chris that it's a wrap, that she's getting to know Josh. And, you know, she doesn't want to have two guys on the go at the same time. And then at the same time, you see Joanna and Josh and him saying to Joanna that I am absolutely open and I'm happy for you to get to know me, etc., etc.
He said 100%.
100%. Yes, he did. He did.
I'm like, oh my God, Sophie. I mean, we knew this was going to take place.
Yeah.
And again, he's going to play in her face. But boy, it's like, oh, come on. And I guess I feel like But would Chris take it? Yeah, I feel like actually, if Josh managed to go with Joanna, Chris probably would be like, "Nah, I'll crack on with Sophie." I feel like Chris is probably a floater like that. It'd be like,
yeah. I think he'll have it in his back of his mind that, like, oh, okay, like I'm second best, but he'll find a way to make it make sense for him, right? So he'll be like, you know, do you know what I mean? Like, she didn't, you know, she was being respectful. She didn't want to date two guys at the same time. Do you know what I mean? Like, maybe we just needed a bit more time, that sort of thing. I think, because at the end of the day, it is the public that put her with Josh. Do you know what I mean? And although she would have picked him, like, she just had more time with him from this jump, right? So if Chris had got in there, maybe it would have been different. So there's that.
Life of Bodge says, I think he's tired of her voice.
Oh,
that could also be factual.
Josh, man. And then we see a clip of tomorrow or tonight, which is Georgia H and Casey getting into it. Was a question about ghosting. They're playing truth or dare. I don't know. They're playing something.
Another kind of, you know, when they read out the card game. So probably another truth or dare one, isn't it?
Kind of thing. But yeah. Oh
yeah. Oyo says, I hope another black girl comes in. I hope so, but I don't know who it's gonna be. But I really
don't know. Well, what? Like, for who? That's the thing. Is it?
It's just
saying it as well. Yeah, for what? For who? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, why? Who's going to like her? Who are our options going to be? Or are we just removing all the guys and just having Casey and Chris? Because the rest of them, they're not into black girls.
I know.
Not even for dessert.
It's just another one, and she's only there for a bit. If Kaz goes, I would prefer another black girl comes in. I feel like that we just need another one to come in. Really, would be great. And KW says, but there are girls like Georgia who doesn't have the body or the face, but the men are on it.
Yeah, she can go.
Georgia H can go. Both of them definitely go. Both of the Georgias actually leave.
Yeah, honestly, they can go. Callum and Georgia S can go. They can go. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, Erin's asking about the Casey. Yes, we spoke about that. I do think he sexualized Kaz. So definitely. I think that's all he's interested in. But he just likes black bodies. But you ain't gonna get a black girlfriend.
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, guys,
Georgia is cute.
Is not cute. It's not.
She's not cute. Like, you know what? Okay, I will give Georgia S has had a glow up, because from her season, she was an absolute chav, and she has rebranded everything. Her voice has changed. Her look. She was. Did you not see her hair with the mussy, mussy bun?
Yeah.
Mussy bun. No, she was. And her voice is totally different. Like, she has got more posh. She's tried to be more demure. So she has grown up a little bit, but I'm not calling her cute. She looks like a rat.
Georgia S.
Yeah, she just
no. Okay. Georgia S is she is cute, but I think she's not as stunning as people make out.
Far from. Yeah. I actually, as faces go, I probably like Georgia H better than Georgia S.
Sorry, do you know who's who? What are you saying?
Georgia H aesthetic without all, if she took out all of the fillers.
No, we don't know. What does that look like? We don't know what that looks
like. She has I think she has a better structured face than Georgia S, to me.
I do not agree.
I don't, none of them.
No, Pseudo Chic, yeah. It's not that I like Casey. I just think he's funny. And I don't think that Kaz has got options. That's her best option right now.
Oh no, but not Casey.
But
Casey's it's true. Cynthia on her, you know. You remember how he was to Cynthia?
Yeah. But Cynthia was from Casa. It's different. Cynthia was from Casa. And also, I don't know if I think like Tom's opinion matters as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think he needs the opinions of his Pierce.
Yeah. That's why he ain't gonna be with a black girl. His
yeah, no, this is exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly what I'm saying.
But he don't want them as his preference either. He likes to dabble. They're just dessert side pieces.
Erin, you hear what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. The thing is, yeah, we've got options. Yeah. Either we can have Kaz leave the villa. That's number one. We can have that option, or she's got to stay. She's got to stay in either a friendship couple, or she's got to stay with someone that likes her. Casey likes her.
You are thinking that Casey would ever pick Kaz in a recoupling? I'm just
saying, it really depends on the order, who's picking who. It depends on the order. It depends on a lot of things. But I would prefer Kaz to stay at this moment. I would. But I think
the only way that is happening is if everyone else got selected and Casey was last and Kaz was standing there. That's the only way Casey is ending up with Kaz. That's it.
Nah, I think it's possible. I think it's possible. Because the thing is, yeah, if Josh picks Joanna, if that happens, then Chris might go for Sophie. Do you know what I mean? Then Kaz and Casey. No, he will play her. He will. I know. I'm saying this. I know. Jordan said put it down. But then she's got to leave, guys. Then she's got to leave.
No, you know what? That is what Cher is saying is my second option for Kaz.
What's that?
If it's not Toby that she's in a friendship couple with, just ride it out with Chris. Just stay in a friendship couple. Because again, she's likely to get to like 5th or 4th place if she just manages to keep her head down and ride it out in a friendship couple. She could get there. She could get close to the finals, but not Casey.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, we'll see. What do I get if I'm right? No, we'll see. I just don't know. I think they're making a point. I don't think he's gonna be with. I think it's out of Kaz and Sophie for him. Honestly.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think Georgia H, especially after that clip, is going to be too much trouble.
I feel like he may unless she softens, because remember she's a pick-me.
She is a pick-me.
And then start turning into actually let's try again. You never know. And she also needs to survive. She needs a man. She needs to hold it down because she ain't got any options. So let's see.
It's true though. Yeah, we need black guys. We need some black men. That's the thing. We need
people not liking Martin, man. Martin, come back in.
Erin says you get nothing, Sade. You woke up and chose violence for
Exactly.
Mate. Yeah, it cannot.
No, Ikenna don't like black girls.
No, he doesn't, and he's not the substance that we want. He's not the flavor.
Martin is a liar. He is, but so is Casey. But
but Martin was so rude. Yeah, I can't think. I still do not forgive Martin for how he spoke to and how he treated Tanya. After, if it weren't for him, would we even know Martin's name? We wouldn't know him. And weren't for her. Sorry.
Maybe Deji then. Deji comes in.
Deji, I think Michael. I think Mehdi, the black Mehdi.
Yeah, but also all of these guys that we're saying, I don't think Kaz is attracted to them. I don't think she's attracted to dark-skinned men. So we're just having a black.
I don't know because, remember, because we did talk about Aaron, but Aaron friend-zoned Kaz, right? Aaron's dark-skinned.
Did he friend-zone Kaz? I thought that was Toby that Kaz like that.
No, and Toby.
Oh, Toby and Aaron did. Yeah. That's why Liberty is her best friend. Oh my god.
Sorry, not the other. Definitely. Yeah, she did like Aaron. Yeah, she did. But he friends with her. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Then let's see a dark skin come in and see if.
So I think we're going through the options that Love Island has presented to us, not her actual options. We don't know. Oh, first look, is it out? Oh my god.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
See. We should have elevator music.
Rudo says at least Toby tried for 2 weeks. I do remember Toby and her we was hopeful for a second, but we could all tell Toby wasn't really on it.
Yeah, he weren't on it at all, actually.
He gave it a whirl. He was like,
he gave it a whirl.
Yeah, he was like, let me try with Kaz. He did.
Oh, yeah, he did. But yeah, he was just hurting himself, innit?
Oh,
seriously. Do you think he holds the record for the most girls that he's coupled up with? I wonder who holds that record, or most guys, most girls.
Toby could be close, you know.
Could be.
He could be close. Because he went through them in his season. He ain't even done too bad in this one either. But yeah.
He's not doing bad. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we got
it. Oh no, I've just seen the title. Oh God.
13 says Josh had a lot.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
Okay, let's see first look, guys. Let's go.
We've got 1 minute 44. Might be juicy.
First look, sponsored by Google Pixel 8.
Oh, it's getting juicy. Never have I ever ghosted another islander.
You should drink.
I shouldn't.
You should drink.
Have we seen this?
Right, who's interested
I think we should elaborate on that one.
Yeah, elaborate.
Well, George thinks I ghosted her when I didn't.
You said you didn't want to speak anymore and then you didn't answer my messages. Is that not ghosting?
Oh no, that's not ghosting.
Why are you sending messages if he didn't want to speak anymore?
Chris, it's up to you.
Sorry, what?
He ignored my calls at times and my messages. Does that count as a ghost?
Agree to disagree.
Fine. You lot win.
It's not a game of winning and losing. I didn't ghost you.
Oh, he's pulling Molly. So embarrassing. It's weird, man.
Oh, she's going to
imagine someone coming in and they've got an opportunity with me, but they've got all their best mates birds.
You're talking to Josh.
I feel like I had crossroads with her, in where like now it's make or break. Like really and truly, am I gonna open up, take to the next level with you, or is this where it like cuts? I actually do care for Georgia though.
Oh, it's Toby.
Islanders, tonight there'll be a recoupling in which the boys will choose which girl they want to couple up with.
As the newest arrivals, Joanna and Casey will have the first choice.
Woo!
Oh,
okay,
Toby.
so we're going to see the cut of Casey's jib.
Yeah. There we go. Because he's going to have first dibs, yeah? Who's he going to go for?
Who's he going to go for?
My money categorically is on Sophie.
Yeah, okay. He'll pick Sophie. That's what I did say. It'll come down to order for sure.
And then Joanna, though, Joanna could be an interesting one because, you know, she kind of has the pick. So she could do Josh. She could do Chris.
She could do. Oh, Anton.
Yeah,
she could do Anton.
Yeah.
But she'll probably go for Josh, right?
I mean, if Sophie's gone, then yeah, maybe. I feel like they're probably going to have her go first, so she could have the pick of the lot. I don't know if she'd be messy enough. I feel like she's going to be quite safe and would probably, because she's already in her season was messy coming back with Michael. I think she'll probably just go for Anton. Just safe option, you know. There's no girl that's going to be vexed with you if she picks up. So,
well, she's going to want what she wants. She's a bombshell at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? And she's there for like, yeah. I think she's probably. Who does she know in there? Georgia H. Yeah, I think she's probably going to go for Josh.
You think?
And
take him from Sophie.
And then Chris. So then it depends who Casey goes for. Mate, fucking hell, mate. Chris will go for Sophie.
Yeah. If Sophie's available.
Then who's Kaz going to get? Anton.
It's not going to... No, you know what? Depending on the order, Toby may actually be left with Kaz like I want.
How? Who's picking Alpaca?
Alphabetical order.
Yeah, but who's picking Alpaca? Those boys are not picking her. There's no way.
I forgot about Alpaca.
Then
who's gonna have? Oh.
She's with Anton, bruv. If Katie don't pick Kaz, she's with Anton. And then her second choice.
Oh my god!
Her second choice is gonna be Chris.
Anton's picking Kaz, isn't it? Anton's picking Kaz. Oh, okay. Well,
he's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna have a choice, because if he picks who he wants, if Anton picks Georgia H, then again, like, this is bad.
Yeah, somehow
nobody should proceed.
Somehow Toby's gonna bungle this up with Abacus, and in this episode is gonna try and chat to Georgia S. Like, he's gonna say to her, you know what? There's something in me that I just got to talk to Georgia S again.
He might pick Georgia S.
And then somehow Abacus is back left there in some capacity, and Chris still goes for Kaz, and I just want Kaz to be saved.
Mate, Kaz, why is she doing this to us?
I know.
Just that.
No, somehow, I'm telling you, Toby is going to bungle this up, and he's going to end up with Kaz. I can feel it.
The press release says that one of the boys makes Ebenezer saying, the press release says one of the boys makes a decisive decision and picks a strange choice, and a girl says it's always me. It's probably what do you call it then? It's probably Toby picking Georgia S. Which to be fair, we have said this before.
Yes. Yeah.
That he's gonna do a 180 because that's him. And she will have it.
Yes. Because it is.
Pretend to be angry and she will have it.
Maybe Callum is gonna have Kaz. Like, because
imagine Kaz not having a certified option. This is the fuckery. This is the fuckery. Not Callum. If Callum can't get Georgia S, he's picking Molly. What the fuck? Of course he's gonna pick. And he's gonna pick Molly.
Bree53 says Callum takes Arabella in that scenario. Yeah, so yes. Oh, this is annoying.
Oh, he did think so, didn't he? Yeah, she's got options. Kaz doesn't really have that many options. That's the thing.
No, she doesn't. She
really he's got options as well.
Yeah, everyone says Sis is on the edge. She is. Yeah, immature reviewer, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. It's true.
She don't want to be saved.
It's for real. For
real. Oh my gosh. Okay. His friends are. She should go.
Martin is Kaz's only hope. Martin, you know.
Martin. Oh my god. This is mad. Yeah, I can't call it. I can't lie. These All Stars has been the hardest to call. Like, do you know what I mean? So far, it's a
mess because there's too many X's, and this one has done this with it. Really is an absolute mess. God, who knows?
Imagine Georgia H being in a scenario where two of your exes not on it. They're in the villa and they're both recent exes.
Yeah, no. In the space of a year, basically, that is last year. 2 guys, and
one of them was less than 6 months ago. 3 months, bro.
And none of them are like, oh, I'm gonna make a beeline for you. Even her sitting there watching and being like, "There's a girl you could pull when you pull Molly." I'm too embarrassed for that to leave my mouth. Obviously,
why are you even saying that, bruv? Like, seriously.
I'm not saying it out loud. And
then also, are you delusional? Do you think you can compete with Molly?
Yeah, she does. You see how that girl is so centered. She thinks she's hot stuff. Her skinny self. She thinks she's hot.
Seriously. Wow. Yeah.
Georgia H not only picks the wrong guys, she also has problems.
Yeah. I agree. I agree with that, Leah. 100%. I agree.
My free says, we're using exes too liberally. They ghosted her and fucked her off. Clearly, she was being used. Can we really call that ghosting though? I feel like Casey has a point in this. If I say I don't want to talk to you anymore and you persist in sending me messages and I don't respond, that's not ghosting. I told you what I was going to say.
It's not. It's not. If you establish that, but the thing is like whether she agreed to it or not. I think like
disagreeance. How can you agree with somebody saying to you, I don't want to talk to you anymore?
Yeah, like you have to be like, I don't want to talk to you too. Otherwise, there might be other things because we don't know what has happened for him to say. Like we're assuming she's done something or she's in the wrong. What if he's done something, but he's just like, I'm just cutting off the conversation? That's not cool. Do you know what I mean?
But that's not ghosting.
I don't know. I don't think he. But then to be fair with Casey, I can imagine him ghosting. So
yeah, no, fair. I mean, the story's out there, but that's where I'm a bit like, actually, she could be jumping on the bandwagon of Casey ghosts. But if he's like, I told you I don't want to talk to you anymore, and then you kept on sending him messages, he told you weren't going to talk to you. That's not really ghosting. You just didn't get a response.
Okay. Here it says the practice of ending a personal relationship with someone by suddenly and without explanation withdrawing from all communication. So no, it's not ghosting in this case. If that's the definition, it's not ghosting because he said,
"Yeah, I don't want to talk to you anymore." Jordan Parker says, "Are 1 or 2 night stands an ex?" In their world,
no.
But I don't know. Realistically, the only one legitimately who has an ex in there is
Molly. Yeah.
And maybe Kaz-ish had an ex.
Yes, Kaz, no, legitimate. Yeah, he asked her to be her, his girlfriend. Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah.
That's it. Nobody else has an ex. So even
Rudo, no, we've already vetoed Scott. We don't want to see him again. And he doesn't even graph for black girls. He might like them, but he's the most laziest guy. Do you know what I mean?
Early days, I was saying like throw Scott in, but we don't need him. We don't. And I don't think. I think Scott. I don't think Scott would actually really like Kaz though. I don't think that's his. That's his bag.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe,
see
yeah. I feel ya. Immature reviewer saying we need more likes, man. Can you book the like button, man?
Please. I know we haven't been going on at you guys, but yes, there is over 100 of you in here. Please, by the time we finish this live, can we have at least 50 likes? At
50?
Least.
That's all we're asking for, you know. We're not even asking for full. We're not asking for 100%.
Yeah.
50. We should aim higher, innit?
I know we should. Life of Bodge said Scott is a bum.
He is.
He's always available.
Innit?
The rumours at the moment are that Ekansu and Davide announcing their split is because maybe Davide is going to be a bombshell. So
shit.
We may get Davide in there. That's what's going around on Reddit. So who knows? Yeah.
Oh shit! I don't want to see Davide. I don't know.
You want to see it?
You know what? Davide really works because Ekansu was there. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think like without Ekansu, he's a funny guy. I don't know. I think he needs that counter energy to bring that side out of him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because remember he was on Gemma, and I didn't like that. And it was Ekansu that saved him really and truly because that was mad.
If he likes that type of a chick, he may go after Georgia S.
Yeah, and Georgia H, to be fair.
Yeah.
But she might be too
around. But apparently, this is what people are saying is that maybe Davide's going in to kind of boost the ratings.
Yeah.
Life of Bodge. Yes, and Bissy says Davide was boring without Ekin. Yeah. I see it. But that's what they're saying.
Wait, what? Scott has exposed black women's hate for black men, huh?
Mr. Castle, go further.
I don't understand what you're saying, bro.
Oyo says, guys, in and out of the house, there's no one for Kaz. No, she definitely will clean up outside of Love Island world.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, not Davide for Kaz, no.
No. Davide would be coming in to basically really be there for one of the high stakes girls. Like, this is Molly or Georgia S type. You know, chaos is what they'd be hoping if Davide came in. In case I feel Mr. Castle chatting pop as usual.
Yeah, I don't know what you're trying. I didn't get. I'm not getting it.
We don't need half sentences. If you're gonna come with a take like that, do the whole take, write it all out in a paragraph, and then share it so we can read it out and discuss.
She would clean up in the US. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
She would definitely. Tyreek, because Tyreek wasn't scared of calling out Scott's games, but women clearly couldn't see.
Are you new here?
Mr. Castle, are you an incel?
Exposure. Reveal yourself.
You're literally just one of those that are like, black women always do this. Like, it's not going to work here. Like, now I'm going to need specifics, because I don't remember there being this black woman trope of going against Tyreek because he called out Scott. Realistically, most people were like, that scenario Scott didn't need to do because Catherine didn't want it to take place. And what was said is like, yeah, that could be true. I don't remember anybody really having to go at Tyreek about that at all. It was just like
Tyreek was problematic for other reasons, to be honest. And like, remember, it was going up and down. Our views were going up and down with Tyreek. Scott has his own thing. It was never like, and actually, to be fair, we were probably like isolated in our opinion because we didn't trust Scott.
Yeah. No, most definitely.
We didn't trust Scott. Who's lying? Go watch our videos about lying. Who's lying? That was lying, man.
It wasn't about that. Actually, our take on that whole scenario with Tyreek and Scott is very humiliating in the way that he did it with Catherine. Yeah. It wasn't actually about Scott. It was, if you are standing on business as a black man and you're seeing this person as your brethren, you need to talk to her separately and put her in the know. Exactly what Toby did with Kaz. Don't do it in front of people so it becomes a bit humiliating, like, nah, there's no way that this man could really like you, because that was playing into stereotypes. That was our take on it. That was the only problem with Tyreek. It was just the way he went about exposing Scott was also putting down Catherine at the same time. Yeah. That was literally it. So, you know, if you think that was wrong, then I'm calling you an incel, most definitely. Are you one of those that was like a Kevin Samuel's disciple? I feel like you're one of those brothers. You're going to have problems with everything we say then.
I didn't say anything about that guy hating Jess.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it was funny, man. I think, that was an interesting season. Let's see what we get this year anyway. Let's see. He said what? I don't know. I know what's happening. But guys, I think we'll come to that time. Make sure you hit the like button. Kevin Samuels.
You know who Kevin Samuels is. You're gold.
Make sure you
aunties, you are not being honest about what happened. Did you with us last year?
Do you watch us?
Because I'm thinking, I don't think you remember our takes on that situation.
Are you talking about in general? Are you talking about us? Because, do you know what I mean? Because our opinion isn't necessarily what people are saying on other platforms. So
no,
that's why I'm just like, who is lying? Because we ain't lied about nothing.
We're not
Do you know what
we're
I mean?
not all the same. So if you was watching Chicane or you was watching Nicole Davis or whoever else, they all have their takes on it, but we're all different. And that
Then-
was generally our position on
Okay.
that.
So
You
if you
called
called
it,
in, okay, cool. It's recorded. Okay, cool. So like,
yeah,
okay,
I'll be
tell me what
specific.
video, what time, please. Show me,
Yeah.
send me time codes. Because what are you talking about?
When we were going in on Tyreek against Scott and not framing it in that he should have spoken to Catherine herself and not in front of everyone, because that's
Honestly,
interesting.
when people were coming at us about like calling Catherine out, or no, calling Ella out on her behavior. See. Yeah, we did.
Mr.
We
Castle,
did. And we had
much
different
more what took
opinions.
place. Much more what took place. Most
Okay,
definitely.
cool. All right, cool. I feel like I'm fueling something. So on that note, guys, we are gone. Seriously, it's the end of the episode. Guys, make sure you book the like button before you go. Subscribe to our channel. Your aunties could never. Also known as Com and hey, Sade Salami. We will see you tomorrow at 12. Okay, cool. All right, guys. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.